Did you know that African crime fiction has been interrogating power and corruption since the 1960s, long before the term African noir even existed? We often think of crime fiction as a Western invention, but across the African continent, writers have been using the genre to explore their own unique social and political landscapes for decades. This is a story of literary innovation, of challenging power, and of giving voice to a continent's most pressing concerns. This is the story of African mystery crime. The story begins not with a detective in a trench coat, but with the moral complexities of post-colonial life. In 1960, Chinua Achebe, the Nigerian literary giant, published No Longer Tis. While not strictly a detective novel, it's a key text. It focuses on Obi Okonkwo, a young man who returns to Nigeria after studying in England, only to be swallowed by the pervasive corruption of his homeland. Achebe's work laid the groundwork. He demonstrated that crime, corruption, and its investigation could be a powerful lens through which to examine state failure and social change in newly independent nations. Similarly, Aikwe Ama's The Beautiful Ones Are Not Yet Born, published in 1968, painted a bleak picture of post-independence Ghana, where bribery and institutional decay were rampant. While neither are traditional mysteries, they established a vital precedent. Crime in African fiction became a tool to dissect the promises and failures of a new era. It wasn't just about solving a single murder, it was about investigating the very soul of a nation. South Africa, under the oppressive regime of apartheid, also fostered a unique environment for crime writing. Nadine Gordimer, though not a genre writer, powerfully explored the themes of surveillance, political violence, and illegal activity in her novels such as The Late Bourgeois Ward and Bagger's Daughter. Her work examined the insidious nature of state power and its impact on everyday lives. Mongane Wally Sorot, a writer associated with the Black Consciousness movement, powerfully depicted violence, policing, and urban danger in apartheid and post-apartheid South Africa. These writers challenged the status quo. They laid the foundation for a genre that would eventually explode onto the international scene. As the post-colonial era progressed, explicitly African detective and crime fiction began to emerge. Writers like James Ngugi, later known as Ngugi wa Thiong'o, addressed land conflict and political violence in their work, themes ripe for the crime genre. The influence of British detective fiction, particularly the work of M. M. Mamat and H. R. F. Keating, cannot be ignored. However, African writers didn't simply replicate the British model. They adapted it, localized it, to reflect the unique realities of their own societies. Corruption, civil war, apartheid policing, and the informal economies of rapidly growing cities became central themes. The detective became a figure navigating not just a crime scene, but also a complex web of power and politics. The late 20th and early 21st centuries saw a boom in South African crime fiction. Deon Meyer emerged as a leading voice, gaining international recognition with novels like Dead Before Dying. Meyer's work helped globalize South African police procedurals and thrillers, showcasing a new kind of crime story with a distinct setting and perspective. Mike Nichol explored the dark underbelly of Cape Town in novels like The Devils of Kimber, while Roger Smith became known for his hard-edged crime fiction set in the same city. This wave of South African noir captured the attention of readers worldwide. But the story of African crime fiction is not solely a male narrative. African women writers and detectives have also made significant contributions to the genre. While Eleanor Taylor Bland, an African-American writer, created one of the first recurring black female homicide detectives in U.S. fiction, Mattie McAllister, her work resonates with the broader black mystery tradition. In South Africa, Nick Mlongo explored urban township life, corruption, and criminal economies in his novels. Kwei Kati, writing from Ghana and the United States, introduced readers to Inspector Darko Dawson, a compelling Ghanaian detective. Leigh Adena set his thrillers in Lagos, engaging with themes of sex work, police corruption, and political violence. These writers brought new perspectives and experiences to the genre, challenging established norms and expanding its scope. It's important to note that African crime fiction is deeply urban, reflecting the realities of life in megacities like Lagos, Nairobi, Johannesburg, and Cape Town. The genre explores the taxis, slums, nightlife, and informal markets that characterize these cities. But African crime writing also extends beyond the urban landscape, encompassing rural land disputes, border zones, mining towns, coastal ports, and politically unstable capitals. These diverse settings provide a rich tapestry for crime stories to unfold. African crime fiction has had a profound historical significance and impact. It provided a language for understanding the post-colonial crisis. It became a way to narrate the failure of post-independence promises, the prevalence of bribery and patronage, the militarization of politics, the abuse of power by the police, and the persistence of colonial institutions. The genre challenged the notion that serious African literature had to be anti-colonial, rural, and realist in a narrow political sense. Crime fiction demonstrated that African popular literature can be both accessible and socially acute. It also gave visibility to urban African modernity, capturing the rhythms and realities of city life. African crime fiction has fostered transnational readerships, traveling widely through translation, diaspora publishing, international genre festivals, and global noir branding. Writers like Deon Meyer, Mola Non, and Leigh Adenau have helped bring African settings and perspectives into the global crime market. Today, African crime fiction continues to evolve, reflecting the complex challenges and opportunities facing the continent. It engages with themes of globalization, technology, and environmental degradation. The genre provides a platform for exploring issues of social justice, political accountability, and the search for identity in a rapidly changing world. It's a genre that's both entertaining and thought-provoking, offering readers a glimpse into the heart of modern Africa. From the early works of Achebe and Ama to the contemporary thrillers of Meyer and Adenau, African crime fiction has consistently challenged power, exposed corruption, and given voice to the marginalized. It's a genre that deserves to be celebrated, studied, and read widely. It's a testament to the power of storytelling to illuminate the darkest corners of society and to inspire hope for a better future.